after the war I was very happy. I was 13 and I was getting lots and lots of compliments. You know, isn't she getting pretty? Isn't she growing up? And being a very vain child, I thought it was rather marvellous. Could have any dresses I wanted, no more coupons. And I knew my mother would make them for me. And she made me a lovely red dress, the finest wool you could buy. It was so fine you would have thought it was a linen. I really fancied myself in the dress with my long dark hair. I thought I looked all right. I was very aware of boys. I thought they were lovely things. I always put on the red dress because it accentuated my colouring, and I knew that I would get a lot of looks and whistles because boys were allowed to whistle girls those days and yell out, wow. It was my job to do the shopping after school every night because we still only had an ice chest, not a refrigerator, and the shops weren't very far away from my place. And I walked along there and there was a young jockey on his bike with fair hair, whistling and catcalling me madly. Then all of a sudden I heard this terrible screech of brakes, and I turned my head and he somersaulted off his bike, and there was this awful thud noise on the road. And I ran into the middle of the road and he died. And from then on, I didn't want anyone to notice me. I just curled into myself. My mother assured me it wasn't my fault, but to this day I still think it was. Well, I've always loved dolls, right from a little girl, and then I discovered about 10 years ago I could make porcelain dolls. And I think when you're making a doll, each doll is different and a little bit of yourself goes into that doll, and you put a message in their head, what you wish for the owner of that doll and when you made it, and your name. And it's a secret. If I'd have been making a doll for the 13-year-old girl in the red dress, I would have put have courage.